Yo guys, what's up? Welcome to another trade recap. As you can see, I'm on a pay to make $20,000 once again in total profits. And as you can see, today I made almost $4,000. Unfortunately, I didn't leave this runner, let's say, to these highs to make 4K, but it is what it is. I'm not taking my profits based on what I want to do and how much money I want to earn. I'm taking my profits on meaningful liquidity draws. So right now, once you know that, let's get quickly into today's recap. So my first position was this with really small risk because I didn't want to risk much money on this one, as you can see, because trade was not delivering from anywhere. Basically, there was no fair value gap delivery, there was no meaningful liquidity sweep, and basically there was no hard time frame narrative. But the thing that I liked about this trade was this 830 week. As you can see, this 830 week is usually very good on liquidity, as you can see all the way here. And the reason why I took this trade is literally just because of this. This is 830 news candle, and when you see sweep of the high, let's say this example over here, markets have this high and left this liquidity low over here, and when you see inversion fair value gap targeting the opposite liquidity, like more than 90% of the times this is gonna work out. And that's why I decided to take this trade with a little bit lower risk. But anyway, it is what it is. I didn't want to risk my full position. And then after the 9:30, after the market opened, if we go to the hard time frame, we got a sweep of this liquidity level over here, and also on the 50 minutes, as you can see over here. So this is very meaningful in my opinion liquidity low, and it was worth to take a trade base of that liquidity. And one very good thing was that we left Asia high and a London high here, which is not swept. And when I saw sweep of this low, when I saw that we have this unmitigated liquidity resting, I was like, this needs to work out. At least needs to be break even. So for me, this was like free trade, let's say like that. And if we go here immediately after the sweep, we had a 1 minute inversion fair value gap. I entered here, stop loss was underneath. I didn't want to go with a tight stop loss because wick was huge, and I went with the stop loss here, targeting the recent high plus all this low resistance liquidity. And if we play the price, you can see how this played out. Zero drawdown, guys. Look at this zero drawdown play over here. And that's pretty much those two trades made me almost $4,000. And this one was lower risk, and this one also was a little bit lower risk because I just don't know, I didn't feel like today. I was not in the mood. I don't know how to explain, but I think that August is very bad month of price action, especially summer. Like summer is very bad, and I want to de-risk a little bit because there's gonna be time for me to risk a little bit more. But right now I'm gonna chill a little bit, and 4K, ending the day with 4K in profits is more than enough for me. And as you can see, I didn't leave the runner towards these highs because I knew that probably this is gonna be break even at the end. As you can see over here, it came all the way down. Actually it didn't, but yeah, I could leave a runner right now looking back, but yeah, as you can see, it would be break even. I could leave a runner, but do I care? No, because for me this was like 2.3 risk to reward, and that's more than enough. And also guys, one thing before I end this video is this over here. Why I didn't take this trade over here? I got a lot of questions inside of my Discord. Beppo, we saw the sweep over here, we saw the sweep on this low over here, and you didn't take this fair value gap. I didn't take this fair value gap because, as you can see, these internal highs got swept. As you can see, this high over here, got swept, and that's the main reason why I didn't want to take this trade. And my target would be literally TP1 or break even would be here, which really doesn't make any sense. Look at this, really bad risk to reward, internal high sweep. So with all that in mind, and we are delivering from this bearish fair value gap over here, as you can see. So with all that in mind, I didn't like this play. I was patient, and as you can see, patience always pays off. As you can see, I was patient, I was waiting for another sweep, and then I got much cleaner entry targeting these highs. So that's pretty much it for today's recap, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.